Hello everybody, my name is Terry Laidler. You can see it at the bottom of the screen, and I'm one of the owners and operators of the website www.deathsandfunerals.com.au. It's what we believe to be Australia's most comprehensive and easily accessible death and funeral notices site. And rather than talk about it ad nauseum, I'll show you how the site works if I can just simply share my screen. What you can see there is the front page of the site. It's a simple search engine. What does it search? It searches over 480,000 funerals that our staff have entered since 2008. The previous site, thelastpost.com.au, had that much data in it, and we've brought that data over into this much more easily usable site. It has four main search functions that I should show you just to introduce it. The first is the front page search, where if I type a name into the search box, the tiles instantly reconfigure themselves and give you any death or funeral notices entered with that name in the past month or funeral notices that are in the future. And so you can see there's only one of them, one from Mr. David Graham Carter. If I click on the tile, it takes me straight through to what is really just a very simple funeral notice. If I go back to the main site, you can see that I can easily also search the entire database. And if I do that, this page comes up that prompts me for some data that will make my search easier. Now, if I enter none of that and just put in the name Carter and spell it correctly would help, wouldn't it? Then you can see that the site only searches for notices in the past 12 months. So let's do that. And we'll find that we find Mr. David Carter's notice, but also two others in the past 12 months, one for Ms. Evelyn Carter and one for Winston Carter. And again, a simple click on the notice tile will take us through to what, in this case, is a more detailed funeral notice. So they're the two basic searches. And if I go back to the complicated search page, and this time I'll put in my father's name because I know there's an entry in there for him, and I'll specify some details. So if I go from 2012 in Victoria, and let's take it for a fair time span up to January 2017 and search, you'll see many notices with the surname Laidler come up, but that one is my father, Jack Laidler. I click again, and it takes me through to what, in this case, is a fairly complicated tribute site. The final search that's accessible through the front page and by clicking on funeral directors is a search of the various funeral directors, details of whom we've collected over that 13-year period by name, location, and several other sort of factors. So if I type in a postcode, for example, and I go and search on that, you'll see that it brings up funeral directors close to the postcode Melbourne 3000. You can see that Tobin's Brothers in this example comes up first, and that's because they've taken out some advertising with us, and there are in fact opportunities to get your details put up front in the funeral director search. Anyhow, more details later, but that is the basic structure and function of our website.